Hello everyone. As I promised in my last video, I'm going to be talking this time about how to pass the real estate exam in California. I watched many videos before doing my exam, and I want to basically put most of the information that I use in just one video, which is this one. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's talk first about my experience and how did I do it and how did I study and what I used and which techniques and tools and which schools I studied to pass my exam. I use an amazing tool, I will put it this way, when I studied for my second time when I did the exam, and it really helped me. I will let you guys know about this secret tool by the end of this video. Okay, so first of all, you will need to get approved by the DRE, which is the Department of Real Estate. With your application, you have to send 3 certifications in any school that you have studied. Those certifications will be principles, practice, and then you can choose another one. In my case, I choose finance, but there are many different ones that you can choose. Once you have that, then you do fingerprint and then the payment, and all that goes into your application, and then you will have to wait for about a month or 2 months. Maybe now with COVID will be 2 months. Once they send you this letter to your mail, they will send you an approval that you can do your exam, and then you can start choosing the dates and the location depending where you live. In my case, I choose La Palma location the first time and San Diego location the second time I did my exam. I studied with 2 schools when I passed my exam. The first time I studied with other school that I won't say the name, but I didn't pass the first time. I'm not blaming the school, maybe it was my technique to study that it wasn't proper. The second time I studied for my exam, I studied with ADDIE and with Prep Agent. I highly recommend to switch between both of them, because eventually once you start practicing and doing a question after another, you will memorize all the questions and also the answers. So it's good to be switching because they will never repeat the same questions and the same format. So it will be very helpful for you guys to be practicing constantly. Okay, so it's very important when you study to organize your schedule. Organize how many hours you're going to study and when, and I think it will make like a major impact in whatever you will eventually in your career, and especially for study, but in your career will help you a lot. But studying, having this schedule of, okay, I'm going to study 3 hours in the morning and then 2 hours at night, and I would recommend to study 3 hours per day for a month or so, and then 2 weeks before the exam, try to put 8 hours. And don't look at your phone, no distractions, just try to study. The material is super heavy. Whatever you have to study, it's not easy, it's not fun, but you need to take all your distractions, put them away, and just focus on this. Just 2 weeks, and then you will be super ready for the exam. In the first time when I went to do my exam and I failed, first I studied just through one platform, and second I memorized everything. So eventually, when I was after practicing the mock test 2 times a day, I memorized all the questions and the answers too. So then when I went to do the exam, if they kind of flip the questions, I was completely lost. I wouldn't recommend to do that. Learn the meaning, because then you can use it in many situations. If they give you a situation, you will right away realize what it means and when you can use it. First of all, with ADDIE, I love ADDIE. He's great, explains everything super good, and it's easy to follow. A very good way to explain everything that you will understand very easily, and then don't forget about it. With Prep Agent, they have a very good platform where you can first start studying with the vocabulary, because eventually all those words will come up during the exam or when you are practicing, and you will need to know what it means, each of them. With Prep Agent also, they have a test where you can constantly be practicing, and then you have different subjects you can choose. I would suggest to start with the vocabulary, and then you you keep adding more information to it, so your brain won't collapse. Regarding preparation, they have an app which is really useful if you are working, if you go on walks. I used to use it a lot when I was walking my neighborhood. I was listening to the webinars or to the audios, and it was really helpful. Also, you can be driving and be listening to it. If you are at work, you take a break and you can practice. With Addy, they have an amazing crash course. I used it twice. I did the first time, and then I practiced with the mock test, and I switched to preparation, coming back and forth, and then I study one more time with the crash course before my exam. So I had everything super fresh in my brain the weekend before the exam. It was really helpful, and I love Adi, the way he explains, the way he treats real estate. It makes it look so easy and easily for you to understand as well. Okay, so the exam is going to be multiple choice. You're going to have 150 questions. You have 3 hours. You have plenty of time. Don't freak out. Any type of multiple choice that you are taking, there are 2 answers that they are not related to the question, and there are 2 other answers that one of them is the correct one. So you need to choose the best of those 2 ones. Since I was 15, I learned that until now I'm 25. So it's like a rule. I hope they will never change it. Okay, now you're starting to do the exam. Always read everything and take your time. And there is plenty of time. There is no people who never say, oh, there is no time, I couldn't do it. There is plenty of time. Something that I did the second time and it really helped me was they will give you a little board, and in that board, one side I wrote all the questions that I had no idea, and in the other one, the questions that I may know if I take my time or if I go back into my brain, I may know those answers. Also, it will help you to kind of eliminate the ones that are not correct, and you will have more chance to get it correct, that question. I wasn't rushing like I was before in my first time, that I was rushing. I wanted to finish quick. I finished in an hour and a half. I was done with the exam. Many people finish first and they don't do it well, which was my experience. So the second time, I took my time. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take all the time I can. There are 3 hours, that's enough. I went through all the exam. I wrote in the board the ones I kind of knew they weren't correct, and the other ones that I didn't have ideas. So I'm like, whatever I will answer here, it's like luck, whatever, if God wants me to do it or not. Then I went to the bathroom, and I washed my face, drink some water, I come back inside, and I finish answering those questions that I had left. I read the exam one more time again, just to make sure that everything was correct. Something that I wouldn't recommend is never change the questions unless you're 100% sure. When you are studying and you see the concept constantly, eventually your brain can keep that, and when your brain see the question and the answer, it will choose the correct one. So if you are not 100% sure, don't change it. Always keep whatever was your first instinct, your gut feeling. Okay, so once you're done with your exam, they will tell you right away within minutes if you passed it or not. Hopefully you passed. And in the same day, you can log in into the DRE website and you can download your certificate. And then in few weeks later, they will send you the license to your mail. So the secret tool I used to pass my exam, and it really helped me a lot. It's a Facebook group that is from Prep Agent. You can log in. I will leave you guys here the link so you can join. There, everyone is trying to help each other, update it to see what's going on, how many dates available are. I saw people during COVID, they were putting information there regarding what's going on with the DRE and when they were opening the locations to do the exams again. It's a very, very nice group. People are very helpful there. I found a very good friend who helped me a lot to pass my exam the second time. He lives up north in San Francisco area. So if you guys need a very good realtor and a very good person in Northern California, here is his information. You can follow him on Instagram, Facebook, and contact him. Okay, guys, and lastly, if you are new in real estate, if you don't have much experience, and from before, if you're coming from another profession, I would highly recommend to join a brokerage who has as much training as possible. And that's very, very important at the beginning, so you can create a good foundation and then be more capable to do better things regarding real estate. If you are in LA, you're welcome to join us at Keller Williams at Beverly Hills. Alright guys, so we are by the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share if you like this video, and see you guys next Thursday.